Hi. Have you known people who got mad at themselves a lot? You know, family members, coworkers, friends, people who criticize themselves a lot, and people who just wouldn't give themselves any mercy. They'd get down on themselves and really be hard on themselves. I have. I've had students and clients tell me about what goes on in their heads, and it's sad. They are constantly running themselves down, criticizing themselves, calling themselves terrible names. And I want to talk about that today. Our self-talk is extremely important. And if it's positive, it's great. And if it's negative, it's harmful. I want to tell you about Sally. She was a coworker of mine. She did all of this out loud. I'd hear her. She'd drive herself. Like, she'd say things out loud like, "Get on it. What's the matter with you? Put your nose to the grindstone and get it done." I'd look up because who's she talking to? But it was herself. She'd criticize herself. "What's the matter with you? Can't you do anything right?" And then when she really goofed something up, "You idiot! What's the matter with you?" Well, this was bothering me. And even though I kind of had the habit to a certain extent myself, I told her how sad it made me to hear her go on like that. And she said, "I'm just doing what I learned from my parents." And from the relatives from the same generation as my parents. That was kind of an eye-opener because it was the same for me. Whether you do it in your head quietly or you do it out loud, every thought you have is self-talk. You're talking to yourself. It's not just the out loud stuff. The question is really this: how do you talk to yourself about yourself? Do you listen in and hear what you're saying? And when you do listen in, what do you find out about how you treat yourself on the inside? I'm a firm believer in affirmations. That goes against the message that you're sending yourself. It goes into your unconscious and it moves away the idea that you're giving yourself about yourself and gives you a better idea, a positive idea. And it can become a habit to do that. Right now, I'm in mind training, self-talk, positive mind training with my right mind, to be exact. I encourage you to do the same thing. Here's a couple of affirmations that are in chapter 1 of the book. Oh, wait, it's not chapter 1. I think it's chapter 5. Let's say that there's an upsetting situation you've been in. You can say to yourself, upsetting situations happen. I can manage them. Another one is, I made a mistake. It teaches me whatever that would be. One of mine frequently is to be patient. You know, it's better to be a human being than a human doing. That's one of the things I'm learning. People who hurt themselves consistently with negative self-talk are shown to be, through many research studies, more prone to become ill. Everybody's different, but that's the trend, that's the tendency. Also, on the psychological side, they are far more apt to be depressed and to have anxiety issues. So I hope and pray, I know it's not for me to go in that direction, that it won't be for you either. I'm also hoping that you will get a hold of my book. It comes in soft cover and also as an ebook, Anger Without Guilt. I really wish I could show you a copy, but it's not going to be out for another couple weeks. I'm really happy with the way it looks. I'm sure you'll see it the same way I do. It's really neat. Another thing, I hope you will subscribe. And then last, please check out my website, www.angerwithoutguilt.com. I have a tendency to get that mixed up sometimes. I think you got it. There's a lot of great stuff on there, things that you might not otherwise be able to see or get any information on. So like my garden, for example. So please check it out. Let me say at this time, it's been great meeting with you. I hope to see you again soon. Take care.